Hey, this is Alan Stone, coming in from YouKnowIGotSoul.com. Thanks for checking it out.
So first of all, I was reading your bio. You grew up, influenced by soul greats like Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin. So, what originally drew you to them? What drew you to that style of music?
Well, I grew up. My dad was a pastor, and so I grew up singing in the church. And I think I learned at an early age how to feel music instead of just hear it. And when I first heard, I think it was "Living for the City" by Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
The first soul song that I think I could feel. I mean, that song's about poverty and the struggle, African American struggle in our country.
Yeah.
And you can just feel what he's saying, not just hear it. It's audibly very pleasing, but it's also this feeling of repression, struggle. I think I found similarities of how singing in the church felt to soul music feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't grow up singing soul music. I grew up. My dad was a John Denver fan.
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up with Donny Hathaway records. But it was just finding that feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that person when they're singing that song. When they're singing, when Sam Cooke singing, "Change is Gonna Come."
Yeah.
He went through that.
Yeah.
And he's writing that from his soul, not just to try to make a hit record.
Yeah. I know exactly. It definitely comes across in your music. So much feeling. So now, I know you're a songwriter as well. How did you develop that talent for songwriting?
Well, I'm still developing.
Yeah.
But I just started writing when I was 13. Just, little songs here and there.
Yeah.
I always wrote fun little comedy songs with my brother. And that kind of progressed towards actually desiring to want to write good songs. I think growing up in the church too, I just found a love for songs. And there's an old church hymn called "It Is Well With My Soul."
Yeah.
One of the greatest songs ever. I think those type of songs just taught me to just love the song.
Yeah.
And then I'm still to this day trying to get there.
Yeah.
I haven't written a song that I'm totally pleased with yet. But I'm just hoping to get there.
Yeah.
At some point, this is the one. This is my best.
Yeah. Cool.
It's still been developing, but it's just been from listening to people who write good, who write very well. Stevie Wonder, Don Denver.
Yeah.
I'm a huge James Taylor fan. I love John Denver, Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan of the songwriter, the craft of a song.
Cool. Now, you're currently signed to MBK, so I was curious to hear the story. How were you discovered, and what led to your signing with them?
Well, I'm technically signed to, I'm not sure how the deal is right now.
Okay.
On MBK for management.
Okay.
But they're typically a label as well.
Okay.
I'm not signed to the label, I'm just signed to Jeff. I came in, a buddy of mine from Washington got picked up by him in New York 1 week and came in and my acoustic and played a couple songs.
Yeah.
He really liked it. It seemed like a really good fit, so he came on and they became my band. So I had been in before, so I was co-managed now by MBK and Jeff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So it's kind of like the doors open and it's good on the other side.
Yeah.
Great. They're just amazing people. It's kind of like a family.
Yeah. Good stuff. Now, I read you're working on a debut album, Last to Speak.
Well, Last to Speak has actually came out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was my first album that came out
Apologize.
3 years ago.
Okay.
I'm working on my self-titled debut.
Okay.
Yeah, it's finished. We have it. I mean, it's ready to go. We just have to find the right avenues to release it.
Okay.
But it's a mix of Raphael Sadiq's band played on it with me.
Oh wow. Okay.
This guy Leo Goldenberg just basically took me under his wing and took a leap of faith. got all these magnificent players to come play with some no-name kid.
Yeah.
So it really, all the credit is due to Leor actually for that side of it. And then another couple songs are produced by this guy Andy Rose.
Okay.
It's a throwback soul record. It's my attempt at kind of existing in that soul realm that I've loved forever.
Yeah.
Like the Marvin Gaye, Donny Hathaway.
Yeah. Cool. You know, with the way that R&B has evolved over the years and kind of real singing and real music has been pushed to the back a little bit, commercial has been pushed to the forefront. Where do you see yourself fitting in, you know, in the current climate?
You know, I hope that people can read through it. I feel like currently in that climate, there's people that see through the bullshit of like club music. You know, and like I think about one of my favorite artists is Robin Thicke. His first record is my favorite record of all time.
Okay.
His most recent record that he came out with is just all the songs about sex. He's partying and I'm like, he's getting close to 40 years old. I'm like, come on, man. You got a wife that's like banging hot. I know you're not out in the club every night like bird dog with chicks. You know, it's fake. It's very fake. And so I feel like there's a lot of people like who just want pure music that comes from people's heart.
Yeah.
That they know they're going through. You know, like I sing a song called Contact High about getting caught up in all this digital relating to people and not actually face to face, eye to eye relating to people. I'm really going through that. Hopefully you can see that in my eyes when I sing the song. That it's real. Yeah. And I hope to just exist in that. I think Adele exists there. You know, she's not trying to promote, you know, something, clubs, whatever. She's just singing real music. I think that there's a huge demographic of people that really want that. They can read through music. But stuff that's, I don't want to call it bullshit, but just the stuff that's like formula, soul music. So that's where I hope to exist. I hope that I can exist there.
I'm so glad you used that Robin Thicke album as an example because I felt the exact same way when I heard that album.
Thank you.
And you mentioned your demographic. So, you know, to me, you're definitely an old soul. You're a younger guy. Your music speaks to me as an old soul. You know, what is your demographic, would you say? Do you think older crowds would generate towards you, older folks, or is it just all ages?
I'm hoping that it's everywhere. You know, I feel like R&B fans would love it. I feel like blues fans can love my music. I feel that like people who are into like Jason Mraz really love my stuff. And I don't feel like my demographic is, you know, like the hip hop guy. I feel like it can go from, you know, I think it can break boundaries as far as like who could like my stuff. Because I mean, I played South by Southwest this year. And at the beginning of the show, you know, there was like a lot of my friends in there. By the end of the show, the group of people that was in this room was like the most eclectic group of people. There was like, you know, total like hip hop thug people, you know, like singer-songwriter people that just love all kind of different music and looked all different ways. I really hope that it's something that can transcend those borders. Oh, this is pop R&B, or this is pop soul. Hopefully it can be integrated into those. And this is just good songs. This is songs that I love to listen to.
Definitely. Now, I want to ask you about your image. You know, do you ever come across, you know, fans who say, I can't believe that sound is coming from this guy? Like, does that happen all the time? And how do you react to that?
Before you that's talked to me has asked that. It seems to be kind of shocking to me now. You know, when the first person that I talked to, her name was Bonnie, she said, when you first came up at the same time, I thought you were a stagehand. And so I think that kind of adds to the shock. Hopefully it makes me memorable. You know, that I stick out from like all these slick, you know, GQ kind of R&B people. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm just being myself.
Exactly.
This is who I am.
I like that.
I really do have awful vision. You can put these on and see that like I think I'm almost blind.
Cool.
So I don't worry about it. I think that it allows me to be me and sets me apart a little bit from the way that people think it should sound.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, good. And one last question for you. And you mentioned another Blue-Eyed Soul singer, Robin Thicke. And I hear a lot of people mention a favorite of mine, John B. He opened the door for other Blue-Eyed Soul singers. And I don't necessarily feel that's the case. A lot of people seem to think that. You know, did you ever look up to people like Robin Thicke or John B. as influences while you were coming up? Or
I noticed in the video.
Yeah.
You mentioned that name, and I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah.
Robin for sure.
Yeah.
Especially on his first album. His first album, I think he had the look. I think he had the sound. I just think that it didn't sell as well as Andre Harrell wanted, and he got dropped.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Blue-Eyed Soul is I have a love for it.
Yeah.
Amy Winehouse, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
She's kind of in that same market.
Yeah.
Cass, who else? Blue-Eyed Soul. Joe Cocker is one of my favorite singers. He's a little bit more blues, but he definitely has soul.
Yeah.
He's a soul singer, so Joe Cocker is somebody I really
Yeah. Cool. Cool. And
or did. I'm not sure if he's out there.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to add on?
No, thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
For listening.
Definitely.